Good morning. Welcome to the Wichita Police Department Interwatch. Monday, September the 25th, new week. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It was busy for the Wichita Police Department. Two things we're going to cover today. Just talk a little bit about the fatality public accident around the area of 17th and I-135, and then give a update or some additional information on the SWAT call-out that occurred last night early in the morning hours. First one is going to be the fatality public accident, case number 17C66237. Again, this occurred around 17th and I-135, that general area, last night about 9:30. On Sunday, September 24th, approximately 9:30 p.m., officers were dispatched to an injury at ATV accident on the bike path east of I-135 and north of 17th Street. A 44-year-old male was unfortunately pronounced deceased on the scene. Through the investigation, at this point it is learned that the male was traveling southbound on the ATV on the bike path when the ATV left the bike path and crashed into a tree row. The male had left a group of his friends approximately 15 minutes before the accident and was headed home. The male is identified as Milo Bell, M-I-L-O, last name Bell. He's a 44-year-old male of Wichita. And this will be our 25th, well, this isn't a traffic accident, but a 25th motor vehicle fatality of the year. And our thoughts and prayers do go out to friends and family of Mr. Bell, a very sad and tragic case, and currently still under investigation.
Who called in this 911?
There was an individual that had seen the ATV in the tree row, and had contacted some of these friends, who then had located the male, and 911 was called.
So just a random person?
He had not called 911 to my knowledge. He had notified the friends that he knew rode in that area, and they went and had found him, and 911 was called.
So the friends, the ATV friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Were the ones that
Somebody had just seen the ATV in the tree row.
You said road in that area. What are the laws as far as driving an ATV on bike paths?
Sure, yeah. City ordinance does prohibit riding motor vehicles on bike paths. Ordinance 903-420 for the specific wording.
Do you know where your kind of friends were hanging out or what he was leaving?
No, from my knowledge, they were riding these ATVs somewhere in that area up there. I don't have all that information.
They were all riding.
Some of them were riding. I couldn't tell you if everybody was riding somewhere. I don't know. But he had left a group of friends. They had been riding, and then he was headed home.
What is it that you want the public to know? As you just mentioned, you read one of the ordinances. What is something that you want to tell them?
Well, I mean, the ordinance does prohibit the operation of motor vehicles on bike paths. They're utilized for bicycles and for foot traffic, things of that nature. So make sure that you do follow city ordinances that we have in place. And again, this is a very sad and tragic case, and our thoughts and prayers do go out to his family and his friends.
Alcohol control? Do we know speed?
No, it's still under investigation. I don't have details, intricate details such as that. All right, give an update on the SWAT call out, the domestic violence intimidation case from last night, early this morning. Case number 66260. This occurred in the residence in the 1600 block of North Brunswick about 10:30 last night. Sunday, September 24th at approximately 10:30. Officers were dispatched to a domestic violence call at a residence in the 1600 block of North Brunswick. Through the investigation, it was learned a 22-year-old male resident of the home suffers from mental illness and had made a verbal threat towards a 26-year-old female who also resides in the home. Officers arrived on scene and were talking and speaking with the 22-year-old male through a bedroom door when he had made the statement that he was armed with a handgun. The family was able to confirm that the male did have a gun, and the family had left the residence without harm, and police continued to monitor the residence. A SWAT negotiator responded, and the negotiator and officers communicated with the male for approximately 2 hours in an attempt to end the situation peacefully and assist the 22-year-old male. A decision was then made to activate the WPD SWAT team to assist with the situation, and police spent several more hours attempting to speak to the male by phone and also by Facebook. The male refused to exit the home, and the SWAT team introduced chemical munitions into the home, and the male surrendered to officers, and he was taken into custody and booked into jail for criminal threats and resist arrest. There were no injuries involved in this case. A handgun and other weapons were recovered from the bedroom where the male was located. This was a great job by the officers, by the negotiators, and by our SWAT personnel in using time and distance to work through this difficult situation and having a peaceful outcome with no injuries. Also located at the home was a 50-year-old male, a 50 and a 3-year-old male. It was a great job by the officers.
Can you tell us the relations of all these?
I don't have all the relations just yet. Again, this happened just 10:30 last night, and it went through the night, so I don't have all the details. I know their family, but I couldn't tell you the exact relations at this point.
Yeah, what time did that come to an end?
They came to an end probably around 5:30 this morning, somewhere around that time. Yeah, I don't have the exact time. It's somewhere around that time, early this morning.
Was it a handgun and weapons found?
Yeah,
Or
knives.
other weapons found?
Knives, yeah.
Did all this stuff belong to him? Do you know?
Again, we're investigating it still.
One handgun was found,
At this point, to my knowledge, one handgun, yes,
and then several.
and knives, yeah.
Do you know if that handgun was loaded?
I don't.
And you mentioned chemicals were, can you just explain that?
Yeah, just our SWAT team used tools at their disposal, some chemical munitions, and they were able to utilize those, and the individual surrendered. We were able to take him into custody without any injuries. And again, officers attempted to communicate with him for several hours. So it was great work, again, by the officers using time and distance to have this become outcome be a peaceful outcome.
And he was booked for criminal threat and.
And resist arrest. Anything else?
Do you have anything about the shooting over the weekend?
Which one?
Any updates that you may have of any of the shootings from this weekend?
Any updates? Okay, I don't have any. If, give me a specific one you want to update on, and I can.
The one that you guys put it out.
Okay, I wasn't on call this weekend, so I'm not sure which one he put out. But I can look that up.
17th Street North Edwards, or 17th Street North and Edwards, I guess this morning, was that?
Was
Anything on that one?
is that a shooting?
Yeah,
I can look. 17th and Edwards.
yeah.
Okay.
17th Street North and Edwards.
Was that 24 in Black Edwards? 17. That
Okay.
was suicide.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one that happened like 7
Yeah.
years ago.
Any other questions? All right. Appreciate it. Have a great Monday.
Hey, can you get that report?